Hello and welcome to Crystal Hall 3 here in Baku, Azerbaijan for the European Championships Eurovision Song Contest 2012, and we have got some serious sport here for you. Top class Taekwondo. This is the first quarter-final of the women's -57 kilogram category. There is Hatice Yangin of Turkey, and she has got a really tough ask because she only has the world #1 up against her Calvo Gomez. This is going to be a pretty tough contest for the Turkish athlete who beat Suvi Mikkonen in the first round, which was certainly a surprise result.
And a good win as well as it was for Suvi Mikkonen in terms of Olympic pedigree, the Finnish athlete, a top fighter. So for Hatice Yangin, a good start to the day, but as you rightly say here, Adrian, the size differential straight away is a big ask in terms of pedigree of athlete and indeed physique.
Calvo Gomez has really taken this weight category by storm, a category that was being dominated by Jade Jones of Great Britain, who was Youth Olympic Games champion and Olympic champion, and Calvo Gomez came on the scene literally just after Jones had won the Olympics 2013 and has had the lion's share of victories over Jones, and has certainly been winning the majority of events.
She's managed to sneak a nice point in there. Good push kick to the body, customary style for Calvo Gomez. She's very, very accurate. You mentioned there about Jade Jones, the rival that they have together, and that could be reenacted here at the European Games. But Calvo Gomez, very much underrated, first-class fighter, very physically strong. But the best quality that she has is accuracy, and she sneaked another one in there.
Yes, I always feel I've seen Calvo Gomez on many occasions around the world, and she's, as you say, she's very underrated. When she needs to attack, she can attack with absolute vengeance and really score points quickly. And I think a lot of people see her when she's in defensive mode. Yep. When she fights against Jade, for example, she defends very well and will cut Jade's major sort of strengths down if possible. And people see that and think that Calvo Gomez is defensive, but we only have to see here, you know, she's just picked up another point again. You know, she is a top class athlete.
No, world-class fighter, great pedigree. And as you say, in terms of defensive skills, that's at least one half of the game. And you can only defend if you're winning. So that's what she does well. She gets herself in front. But Hatice Yangin there, a nice punch, good tactical adaptation for the Turk there. Pulls herself back into it. 2-point game. But no, Calvo Gomez, as she retreats back to her coach here, she's got everything to offer in this sport. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this match is going to pan out.
There's a bit of a cheer. Of course, Turkey is not far away from here at all, so there's a big Turkish crowd. Hatice Yangin won the Ukraine Open. That's been her only sort of medal of note, and the Ukraine Open not considered one of the top events on the circuit at all. She's one of these athletes who's actually, she competes in the -53 kilogram category. And for those of you who follow Taekwondo, that you know, we do at these major events, the number of categories are cut down. And in fact, you'll explain this better than me, John, that, you know, you literally get 2 categories competing as one. So for example, we have we have top-ranked athletes at the 53 kilogram competing with the 57 girls.
Sure, that's the nature of the Olympic sport, is that 16 weight categories, 8 for men and 8 for women in the Worlds and the European Championships. But here at the European Games, following that Olympic model, you've got to fit yourself into the Olympic category. And Hatice Yangin, as you say, coming up the weight. But Calvo Gomez, a natural 57, and she's finished there with a perfect headshot. And that's the thing about her, is that the timing there, you've got to have great confidence and concentration to have that timing. But she makes it look so easy, people underrate her. You're absolutely right. Good punch on the inside there.
Scoring freely at the moment, Calvo Gomez. Really smooth operator and totally in control. Calvo Gomez, she's won golds all over the place. Just looking at her history, she's won Grand Prix in China, Manchester, Astana. She lost out in Mexico to Jade Jones. She just lost out at the World Championships, and she's certainly been the form athlete and the one to beat. If if you beat Calvo Gomez, it's very likely you're going to be getting a gold medal.
Absolutely, for sure. Hatice Yangin just finding it very difficult to get around the legs there, almost firing the headshot over the shoulder of Gomez. The Turk has taken a tumble to the tactics so far of Gomez, and she's just moving inside, changing the line of attack there. Good back kick attempt. But of course, Taekwondo all about distance, and so far Adrian, Calvo Gomez has mastered that.
Yes, 30 seconds to go. Of course, we have 3 rounds of 2 minutes apiece. Athletes score 1 point for a kick to those body protectors that you see there. 2 points. Also 1 point for a punch. If you do a spinning kick, you actually get a bonus 2 points. So you get 3 points for a spinning kick. And then it's also 3 points for a head kick, which can also include the face, although they typically have to go for video replay on that. And 4 points for a spinning kick to the head.
Well, there's the punch again from Hatice Yangin. As you say, the power punch required is a point for that, and that's useful to her because it's 7-1 down. She was in lots of trouble, but this is by far, you know, the best fighter in this side of the draw. So Calvo Gomez, she'll be glad to get on the mat here. She had a difficult run out earlier on. It's hard to lift your game, but she's lifted her foot into the face of Yangin a couple of times.
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
Calvo Gomez won her first round by 13 points to 1 of the Albanian Demneri, so that one was stopped early. And Yangin, she actually had a good result over Suvi Mikkonen, who's no pushover at all. Mikkonen, who took bronze at the European Championships 2014 that were held in Baku, and also a quarter-finalist at the World Championships. So, you know, that's a good result for Yangin, who, you know, still a young fighter, as you can see, very young face. She's still just making her way in this sport.
No, for sure, that win against Suvi Mikkonen, of course, far from easy for her, but well, it's not going to be easy here. She's just walked straight into a push kick, takes a kyungo for her trouble. Yeah. And Eva Calvo Gomez using that length, and she's used it again. It's the accuracy, and people then look at this and say, oh, she's now defending. She's defending because she's winning 9-2.
Yeah. Well, that was a good example. Just to mention, kyungos is the little yellow card you see at the top of the screen. And 2 yellow cards means you get a red, and there's a point goes to your opponent.
Good punch there from Hatice Yangin on the way through, and it will be a kyungo, as you've just explained there, Adrian.
Yes, kyungo for going out of the ring, and also, of course, an automatic kyungo these days. If you actually end up on the floor, in most situations, of course, if you are tripped over or pushed over, then kyungo can be given the other way.
But at the moment, it's a change of stance from Hatice Yangin. She's having to try and present a smaller target, and the only thing that Calvo Gomez is doing is just eating the clock. She's just happy to run things down here. You know yourself, it's a full contact sport. They want to get out of here uninjured.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot more to come, isn't there? There's a semi-final for the winner of this bout, and Calvo Gomez knows that she's possibly got somebody as tough as Jade Jones to come. You know, you don't want to be exerting any more energy than you need to. Calvo Gomez, if she wanted, she possibly could have gone for the 12 points difference.
I think you're absolutely right, Adrian. I think you're spot on with that. I think she's very much in second gear at the moment. Yeah. In the latter stages of the third round, just keeping Hatice Yangin off guard, keeping her busy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's almost using this as a bit of an extended warm-up for later on.
That shows you the quality of her. Hatice Yangin, I mean, world bronze medalist Yangin, so top fighter. But she's been made to look in trouble here from Gomez. Tries again the headshot. And that's the difficulty you mentioned coming up from the smaller weight categories. Hatice Yangin's a terror of a Turk in her grouping, but not easy to transfer that here with about 25 seconds left in the third.
Yes, Calvo Gomez is comfortably going to be the winner here, and she will progress through to the semi-final.
I like Hatice Yangin. She keeps punching, though. She keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah, she's had a good result, and well, the one benefit of her facing Calvo Gomez is there's an excellent chance she'll be through to the repechage.
That's a good point.
The 2 athletes who lose to the finalist get a chance. We're all over, and well, the crowd they tend to go a little bit silent, don't they, when they're home favourite. The Turks do have some support here, but they were pretty silent there on that win because Eva Calvo Gomez, a very comfortable victory for the world #1. She was never in trouble from the first 10 seconds when she landed that first kick, and she's going to have tougher times to come. Score here in this first quarterfinal. Eva Calvo Gomez wins by 11 points to 3.
No, I really like Calvo Gomez's style, and in terms of the way she operates, she's much like Stephen Lopez in terms of the athletic action. She's just there to get it done, and she's done it in style.